When you look at a sales consultation, watch this. Sales consultation, okay? Sales consultation. When you first open it, you have to set the agenda and take the lead. Set the agenda and take the lead, okay? What does that mean? Hey, Bill, I'm glad we got connected. I'm glad we got connected. I thought about reaching out to you because I've been starting my own business, and I realized that there's so many people in my life that I have never reached out to see if they need help, even though I'm doing accounting, even though I do tax work, and people have unbelievable problems with this, and I never even thought to reach out to you and see how things are going, so I figured I'd do that today. And whether I could provide you any guidance or any advice, or we end up working together, we'll have to see. But tell me, how's the business going this year? Open the call. Open the call. Once you open the call, diagnose. Go through, ask questions, figure out what are the problems. Diagnose, what are the problems? Ask them questions. This section right here, 1 to 3 minutes, the opener. Diagnosis, 20 to 25 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes, okay? Then you actually have to pitch. Once you diagnose the problems, you literally have to pitch. That should only be 90 seconds. 90 seconds, okay? Very short pitch, not a lot of detail, just a pitch, boom. That's definitely something I could help you with. When you say that's definitely something I could help you with, there's only one thing for them to say in response. How? What do you do? What are the next steps? How does it work? Then you pitch, and you pitch for 90 to 120 seconds. And then once you do that, you end the pitch. You end the pitch, and the pitch is about how you could help them. Short, sweet. If we were to work together today, I'd send you over a request list. And we would set up a kickoff call. We're going to go through and get the last 6 months cleaned up because we don't have anything set for 2018. So we got to do that first. And once we get the last 6 months, 7 months cleaned up from Jan 1 to July 31st, we'll start giving you the reports on a monthly basis, and we're going to start to drill down. I know you talked about wanting to see profitability by location and by customer. We can get that set up. Between going back and doing the last 7 months of accounting and getting the new profitability reporting set up alongside the monthly accounting, it's going to take us about 3 to 4 weeks, my estimate, if we decide to work together today. Vague, simple pitch. You notice I didn't say,
well, we've got to be doing QuickBooks Online, and right now you're on QuickBooks Desktop, so we're going to need to do a whole new ERP implementation.
And I know for me, I don't even need to do that because I've got such a nasally voice, you don't even need to plug my nose. But if you start talking too much about what you're doing, too much detail rather than the results, they're going to start to doubt you, they're going to start to back away. So you got to pitch. At the end of that pitch, you got to be quiet. Then they're going to ask you, well, how much does it cost? How much does it cost? Then you have to make an offer. You have to actually offer. Make an offer to them. Make an offer to them. Give them a price. Give them a price. And once you give them a price, you have to handle objections. Well, I got to talk to my business partner. Well, I got to talk to my spouse. Well, blah, 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 blah. The offer is probably 1 minute. The objections is 20 to 25 minutes. Honestly, guys, if some of you guys are in a job right now, set the agenda, take the lead, diagnose, pitch, offer, handle objections. Honestly, like when I was in a job, and I don't know about you guys, but is knowing this actually valuable? When I was in a job, no one told me this. No one told me this. This was hugely valuable. This would have been hugely valuable. I thought you had to sell them. I thought it was all about me talking about what I was going to offer. I didn't realize it was all about asking them questions about their problems and then saying, yeah, I could help. 80% of the call, prospect talks. Prospect talks, okay? 20% of the call, you talk. Okay, so you should hardly be talking. You should hardly be talking, okay? And then it looks like we're all set on the tech here, guys. 80% of the call, the prospect talks. 20% of the call, you talk, okay? Now, the other piece of this is with the offer, guys, you need to be closing the deal on the first call, okay? No invoice until they paid. No proposal, no engagement letter, nothing until they have paid. Visa, Amex, MasterCard, Discover. You need to get them to pay on this call. Get them to commit to working with you financially. It's a logical next step. If they say, yes, I'm interested. If they say, yes, I want to do it, you say, great. Let's set up a kickoff call. How does Tuesday at 4 work? Okay, great. I'm going to send you a calendar invite for that. And I'm going to send you a request list of what we're going to do to get started along with some other documentation. And we'll go from there. And for the first payment, I know we're going to do $1,500 a month. For the first payment, we do Visa, MasterCard, or Amex. That is how you ask for the payment without being weird, without being salesy, without being aggressive. It is a logical next step. It is a logical next step. People say repeat step 2, diagnose. Set the agenda, take the lead, diagnose, pitch, offer, handle objections, okay? So, guys, was this valuable? Was this valuable? Because honestly, if I would have known this even, like I didn't know this, tell me right now, is this valuable? I mean, did you guys know that that's how a consultation goes with a potential client? When I was in a job, maybe I was just a dummy, okay? Maybe I was just a dummy, maybe I was stupid. Actually, I probably was, because when I quit my job, I did not even know what the word prospect meant. When somebody said prospect, I thought, what are we, mining for gold in Alaska or something? We're prospecting for gold? You know, is that what we're doing? I thought we're prospecting for gold. And then I thought, oh, and then somebody told me about a lead. A lead, I was like, what's a lead? I don't even know what a lead is, right? A lead is a potential client, a potential target. So I didn't know what a lead was. I had worked at a big 4 accounting firm. I worked at PricewaterhouseCoopers. I didn't know what lead was. I didn't know what prospect was, okay? Now somebody said, can you go over objections? Basically, objections are all their questions or reasons why they don't want to sign up that you have to deal with to get them to close. Somebody's saying, what's the 80%, 20%? 80% of the time the prospect talks, 20% of the time you talk, okay? You talk. Now, Daniel says, so how do you handle the price question? Well, you give them the price. If they say, well, it's too expensive. Every single time, guys, that somebody works with you, you need to give them a dollar amount of the value. Give them a dollar amount of the value. For example, okay, so Bill runs a construction company. Bill, so I know you're saying that you want these new profitability reports. You want to be able to see the profit by client, by project, by customer, for all the deals you guys are doing. Let me ask you this, Bill. If you were to have had these profitability reports, January 1st, 2017, how much more profit would you have been able to make in the year of 2017? Between getting change orders together faster, renegotiating clients, changing the way you estimate, reorganizing resources and purchasing, how much more profit do you think you could have made in the year 2017 if you would have had these profitability reports? Oh, I think I honestly could have made an extra $60,000 or $70,000. Get him to sell you on the dollar value of your services. Okay? You also want to be able to say, if you're doing tax planning, for some of you on here that are doing it, I mean, look, looking at your situation today, I haven't even looked at the tax return, and I haven't even gone through and done a full tax planning process. But based on our conversation today, you know, we've talked right now for half an hour, and all the questions I've asked, based on what I've gone over today, I can tell you I can save you at least $17,250 in 2018 and every year going forward. Now, it's probably going to be more than that if I were to go through everything, but based on today, I can tell you it's at least going to be $17,250. Dollar value. You need to give them a dollar value of the value that you're creating for their company. How much can they increase sales based on working with you? How much can we increase gross profit margin? How much can we increase net profit margin? How much can we save them on taxes? Or are you just reconciling bank accounts, right? Are you helping them with something? Are you giving them something? It doesn't mean you have to go in and renegotiate their contracts, but if you can give them information to help them go out and renegotiate their contracts, that's just as good. So you have to quantify the dollar value of your services to them, okay? Dollar value of your services to them. And we can talk a little bit about pricing when we get into Q&A.